Want to see how we rigged a sort of natural line at Taft Point in Yosemite? Check out this episode of How Not to Highline. Hi, I'm Ryan Jinks and welcome to my gear closet. Today I'm going to show you how we rigged a 615 foot or 187 meter line at Taft Point in Yosemite. And I say this line was rigged almost all natural because one side was the bolts for the classic 100 Taft Point line. But the other side was rigged all natural, and that's what we're going to show you in this video. Now the Taft classic lines are the 60, the 100, and the 170 footer. From the 60 footer, a line crossed the gully to make a 100 meter, and from the 170 line, crossed the gully to make a 960 footer. But there is yet to be a line established from the 100 foot anchors across the gully. So this was a dream of ours for a while, and we're excited to finally have rigged it. So let us show you how we did that. Okay, I just rappelled all the way down to the gully at Taft Point with a 200 meter static rope, which is right behind me there. And they, before I got down here, threw this yellow tagline. It's an 8mm polypropylene, so it's really nice and burly for just big stuff like this. They only threw the tail, not the whole bag. It landed right there. I was able to get to it. I'm going to clip it to the back of me and go back up. Keep it in mind not to get it stuck around trees. So if this goes well, it should be up in no time. That was a bitch. I bushwhacked for 600 feet. Mauro here had the Highline anchor pretty much rigged and grabbed the yellow line from me. I rappelled down the easy side of the trees, but the side the tagline had to go on wasn't the side my rappel rope was on. So I had to untie, go around it. It was a bitch. We're up here. We got it. And we're about to get it done.
Yeah, let's get it done.
Woo! I'm clipped in. That's important. And we have the tail of our tagline here. We put it through our micro traction. We're ready to pull it across. It's a little windy. It's probably going to be hard, but we got our micro traction. Mauro's going to help me stuff this into the bag because I don't want 1,000 feet of this just sprawled around Manzanita. So our anchor is, we use two things to scorpion wrap this boulder. So there's redundancy in this, even though this is bomber. And back there we have a tree that we extended it with a rope, wrapped it with Spanset. We equalize these 2 points. This is going to put our web locks over the rock so we don't have abrasion issues, risks with the webbing. Our whoopies are on here, just like we always do. When we rig natural, we don't just make one point the master point. We do several different things and then equalize those. We just pull the line across. We have a swivel here, and I did preloaded the web locks, and I taped this so the webbing would be nice and organized. But all I have to do is take the weight off of one, because the weight of the other is holding it, and move it onto my ready-to-go master point. I just put a carabiner on here so I know what keeps it organized. It does, I take it off when I'm done. But I had the mini traction. It just wasn't that much work to bring it over. And it stayed flat because we clipped the leash right there and let it dangle so it can't flip over. And with the swivel, if there was something that had to twist, that took care of that. So we'll put it in the master point now. Okay, this anchor's pretty basic. It's the 100-foot Highline bolts. We took a wrench and just turned the hangers to face that way, and we'll put them back when we're done because obviously this thing is going to get rigged more often and the next people may not have a wrench. Sliding X, whoopies, but we put a soft release on here, so hopefully when we de-rig later today, it should go quick. So when we establish this, you got to really pick something that is reasonable for other people to rig. We had to be in between these trees, safe enough to where they wouldn't blow into them, and there's quite a few trees over there. It had to be easily accessible. It had to be able to be rigged naturally, and even though we wanted this to be 200 meters or 700 feet for a nice even number, we had to just do what the cliff was telling us we could do. Without just going straight out over there, we might as well rig the 960 if we did that, which is off the 170 side. But we were able to do a nice clean line that is repeatable even though it wasn't 700 feet. You know what's pretty cool? Garrison sent the line, getting the Yosemite Highline record. Dude, what did you just get?
Yosemite Highline record.
How long?
205 yards, whatever that is in meters or feet.
And did you cross over my shitty splice job without sitting or falling?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a miracle all by itself. Good job, dude. High five.
Bring it in, youngin. Young Padawan.
Dude. Dude, that's great. Good job.
Awesome.
So there you go. Now you know how to rig the medium big line at Taft Point. And I wanted you to see that it's not really that hard to get a line across without a drone, and you don't want to just be adding bolts in a national park just because. So if you're going to establish a high line, put a lot of thought into it and make it a quality line so other people can do it and enjoy it. Rigging big lines can be a bitch. Therefore, you shouldn't highline. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to buy a t-shirt like this, it helps support the channel. The link will be in the description below. And don't forget to check out slackademics.com, where you can learn all things Slack related. And by the way, don't be an idiot and go rig your first highline after watching some random guy on YouTube show you how to do it. But instead, go with somebody who knows what they're doing. These videos are only supposed to supplement the information that they're going to show you. But until that happens, check out these other videos and don't forget to subscribe.